Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my kitchen, or welcome if you are new. It is Saturday morning. It is not quite 6:30, and I am going to get some easy caramel rolls going. Normally I do this overnight, but I thought I would do it early this morning so we can have it with our afternoon coffee. So here I have a stick of butter and a half a cup of brown sugar. I'm going to melt all that together, and I am going to grease up this bundt pan. Use some olive oil. Probably a half a tablespoon here, I don't know. Just enough to grease it up. Okay, now I'm going to add some chopped pecans or walnuts, whatever I have up here. And I have pecans. Use the rest of these up. Just give them a rough chop. Now I'm going to put down 18 of these Rhodes dinner rolls. There's 18. 18 left in here for another time. I'm going to turn the light to my oven on, and I'm just going to have these rise in the oven. Now I need a box of cook and serve butterscotch pudding. Make sure you use the cook and serve kind. Sprinkle that on these dinner rolls. Bring this to a boil. Okay, it's boiling now. Just gonna stir this for a minute or so. Okay, that looks like it's about as combined as it's gonna get. That looks good. I'm going to pour this over the rolls. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the oven. My light is on, and I'm going to let them rise until they at least reach the top of the pan. Okay, I am back. I got some household chores done that I wanted to get done. So now I am going to make up some pancakes, and I'm going to put them in the freezer so they are easily available in the mornings when I want a pancake or two. And I am just using the pancake complete mix. So I want 2 cups of the pancake mix. and 1 1/4 cups of water. I'm going to spread this butter out on the pan. All right. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of measuring device here. I don't want them real big. Let these get nice and golden brown, and then I'm going to transfer them to this cooling rack to cool completely so I can freeze them. That is looking better. Nice. Give them another flip. Get some more butter on here for the next batch. I don't think I'll have as many on this batch. Alright, so now I'll have some pancakes in the morning before I head out to work. Let these all cool completely. Okay, these look good. Yeah, those will be good. All right. I'll eat that little piece. Okay, friends, my pancakes are cooled. I took some parchment paper and cut it into squares. I'm just going to separate the pancakes with that because I'm not going to freeze them flat out like this right away. So the parchment paper should keep them from sticking. I have my bag already marked with the contents and today's date. All right, these are going to go down in the freezer. And then I can have some pancakes in the morning without going through the hassle of cooking them. Just pop them in the microwave. Okay, friends, I just checked our caramel rolls here, and they have risen quite nicely. I like the look of them. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees and just let them sit here until that gets preheated, and then they'll bake for 30 minutes. In this pan, I am going to boil up potatoes, and I'm going to mash them. Oh, here's one I missed. And I'm going to mash them and then put them in the freezer into containers that will feed my husband and I throughout the week, or whenever we want mashed potatoes during the week. It looks like I got them all now. So I'm just going to let them boil. Just making mashed potatoes here. So while that's getting going, I'm going to start on my lettuce and cheese and stuff like that. Okay, I got my head of lettuce out, the outside leaves pulled off, got the core out of it. Now I'm going to dice it up, chop it up, and then put it through the salad spinner, because the key to keeping lettuce fresh is storing it good and dry. And if you've been here a while, you know I like to store my produce in glass containers also. That seems to help. Alright, now to do the magic of getting this dry. Oh, and I was going to tell you, these rolls sat in the oven for just under 3.5 hours with just the light on. So now they're good to go. Oh, that's a lot of water. I've been using this salad spinner for a couple years now, I think. Okay, now to go find a container. And I also like to keep a paper towel down in there. Okay, there's half the head. So I'll have to find another container. I got a whole bunch of cheese in the fridge that I have to get shredded up too and put into the freezer, I think. Them are boiling. Turn that down a little. Don't want to have a boil over if I can help it. Oh, that's a good 3/4 cups of water there. Another 1/4 cup. No, Sophie, I have nothing for you. I don't know if all this will fit in here or not, but we will be having a salad tonight with our dinner, so I can keep some out if I have to. Oh, goodness. Okay, these rolls are going to go in the 350 oven for 30 minutes. Set my timer. Sorry about that. Now this lettuce will be ready for salad tonight. Steak fajitas. We'll have lettuce on those on Monday. Salad on Tuesday. Possibly even Wednesday. So there's that. Okay, friends, my potatoes are cooked. I put about about 3/4 of a stick of butter in there so that could melt. I had to plug in my phone because the battery was going dead and I wanted that butter to melt. Now I'm just going to mash these up and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them. They're going to go in the freezer. I haven't decided yet if I want to find containers to store 2 servings in or if I'm going to put them on a cookie sheet and put them in the freezer in clumps. I saw Vicky over at Grammy in the Kitchen and I got this idea from her. I'll leave her channel linked for you below in the description box. She is a YouTuber I just recently discovered. I love her channel. So I'll bring you back when I decide how I'm going to freeze them up. Okay, friends, my timer just went off for the caramel rolls. Oh, look at these yummies. They are going to sit here in the pan and rest for about 10 minutes. And then I'll flip them out onto this cookie sheet and let them cool. Okay, friends, these caramel rolls have been cooling for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to flip them out onto this cookie sheet. And I didn't grease the pan good enough. Oh yeah. There they are. Get as much of this numminess out of here as I can. It looks like the majority of the sticking was around the middle. I'll just have to grease it a little bit better next time. So these are gonna cool. And while those are cooling, I need to slice up this steak. I like to cut meat when it's still pretty much frozen, halfway thawed. I'm just gonna slice this here thinly, and I'm gonna put them back in this bag, and they're gonna thaw the rest of the way for Monday's after work fajita dinner. Put this baggie in a bowl, put it in the refrigerator, and then this will be ready for me when I get home from work on Monday. Okay friends, I am ready to start on my garlic cheese bread. I got all the mess that I made previously cleaned up. So now I'm going to put a stick of softened butter in this bowl. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of garlic, minced garlic. Maybe a tablespoon and a half. We'll see what that looks like. I'm just going to get this mixed up with the butter. And I have my loaf of plain French bread that I bought yesterday at Walmart, and it's already pre-sliced. And then I already took the liberty of shredding the cheese, mozzarella cheese, and I like to use the fine grater on it. You get nice angel hair cheese that way. Okay, that looks like it's mixed up pretty good. Okay. And I generally put 6 slices into a package for my husband and I. And I wrap them in heavy-duty aluminum foil. And I'll separate them with parchment paper. Put a good amount of garlic butter on them. And then I'll sprinkle the mozzarella cheese. And I shred it up in 8-ounce block. Hopefully that'll be enough, otherwise I'll have to do more. And then I sprinkle a little bit of Italian seasoning on it. And I will separate the layer with parchment paper so they don't stick. And I'll just continue this until the whole loaf is done. Some more cheese, and now the Italian seasoning. Okay, I'm just going to continue this until the loaf of bread is gone, and I'll bring you back. Okay, friends, my garlic cheese bread is done. I got 5 packages, and each package has 6 slices in it. So for less than $4, I got 5 packages of homemade garlic bread, semi-homemade. So I'm going to take these down to the freezer and then bring up some containers for the mashed potatoes, and I'll bring you back. Okay, friends, I decided I was going to freeze the mashed potatoes into these vanilla yogurt containers. They are 32-ounce containers. So when we want mashed potatoes on a night after work, all I have to do is reheat them on the stove top or microwave. I wanted to get these cooked up because they were close to being on their last leg. So, don't know exactly how many I'm gonna get. I'm not filling them all the way full because that would be too many. Okay, I got 3 containers. They're not completely full, but it'll be enough for the 2 of us to eat. Probably more than enough. So, there you have it. 3 containers of mashed potatoes going down in the freezer. I'll mark them what the contents is and put today's date on, and I'll be back. Okay, friends, I think I have done enough meal prepping for today. So I am going to sit down and have a couple of our caramel rolls that I made. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending time in the kitchen with me today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.